you like anime? Who the fuck likes anime?
All right, so I got 3 topics.
Okay. Oh, I got one too.
Ooh. Have you guys ever worked so hard on something and then just failed?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you try to do the third jerk, you know?
What?
Oh, I've never attempted the third one.
Are you talking like in a row or in a day? Cause
Just like in a row. And you're just like...
I was going to say, because my record in a day is 6.
Bang.
All right.
Look,
Like-
I was really bored.
All right.
See, you happy you asked the fucking question, dude?
Yeah, no, it's good.
See what you did?
know, it's about the level of what I
You
expected.
you gotta target this more.
See what you did?
Yeah. I try to keep it a little open and then let you guys take me wherever we need to go.
Yeah, we're going right down to the basement.
No, I think... All right, so... I tried really hard on the Pokemon podcast, but like Corey made me really fucking mad before we started doing that. So that I feel like that was pretty bad podcast overall. Because like we had a specific time to do it at, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna be on a dinner date, and I don't know when I'll be back." So like we weren't expecting to do it that night because we just thought he wasn't gonna be back, and then he came back and he's like, "Hey, let's do it." So I was really fucking miffed the whole time. And then Josh fucked up. And we had to restart like 20 minutes in.
Oh, God, I forgot he did that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm Cluse's friend literally just because I forget everything he does.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're closest friends
So,
because we
like,
have to be.
anyone that listened to the Pokemon podcast, I'm sorry about that. But that was just a really bad time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that way about the Paprika one that I did.
Yeah, I think we all feel
It's
that
not my
way
proudest
about
moment.
the pepper.
Yeah.
One that you-
Was not. I already went in
I
with
did-
like bad expectations of it, and then I was so tired from the Japanese wrestling that I was like, okay, fine,
Yeah.
whatever.
I did have some people compliment it. I'm like, really?
On what?
The
Hold on.
paprika one.
I had a really good Paprika podcast until I had to leave.
Like it wasn't terrible. It's just it's not up to my standards of you guys fucking knocking it out of the park, you know?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I personally feel like I failed that one.
Yeah.
Also,
Y'all ever learn of a kink that you have at a bad time?
At a bad time.
What's a bad time? Like
Yeah.
during
Like during something happening, and you're like, oh, I think this is doing something to me.
maybe. I don't know, dude. I don't
I
know.
think I've made it pretty apparent that I'm into
Oh.
like public stuff.
Oh, I do got one.
Hit me with it.
When was it? It was I think I was at like getting a physical, and the girl used a latex glove, and I was like, "Great, I'm into gloves. That's 100% a thing right now." I'm just like,
The doctor's office is not the place you want to.
and I'm just like going, no, like in my brain.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I can't think of a time that like I just discovered something and it was a bad time for it.
I feel like it's always a good time to discover something, especially a kink.
Oh, wait, I can think of one. I discovered that I like showing off my foreskin at Cody's house.
Very specific kink. Very specific.
I discovered that I like looking at Jason's foreskin, dude, while we're drunk on a couch.
Hold on, that was in your kitchen.
Oh, was
Or
it?
dining.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
doing this all the
I'm
time
thinking
with
of
me.
when Kyle. Yeah, I'm thinking of when Kyle just pulled his fucking flaccid dick out on a couch for no reason.
Because
Classic.
Why?
I
Why do all my
okay,
friends
okay,
decide
it's-
they want to show me their fucking meat, dude?
It's not for no reason.
Hold on, I didn't
I
show
was
you any meat. I
17.
just showed you the casing.
Yeah, that does it. I don't.
That's basically a reason.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
with Kyle, Kyle makes. If I had a roll out red carpet dick, I'd be. I'd just have it out all the time. I'd go to work with that motherfucker out.
Oh,
Yeah, for those of you not in the know, Kyle has a pretty big dick.
Kyle got a red. Well, they should know. I've been talking about it.
Yeah, he says it
literally
every
rolling
podcast.
every podcast. That's his fucking nickname.
my face is
RRC, our RCC, the red carpet cock.
red. RCC don't know me.
Yeah, there's my kink, I guess. Just looking at my friends' dicks.
Y'all a couple degens, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. I didn't want to
yeah,
be
for
this. They did this to me.
Is that the name for
I listen to
the
Periphery.
for the trap house like clan?
Ooh, the followers,
Yeah.
the degens.
Yeah.
The degens. There we go. That
We
makes
need to start
sense.
a poll when we get big enough, like get enough people to like phone in a bunch of answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking actual
I
phone
like-
in. I want it like American Idol.
On a fucking phone marathon. Call in, give us your names, and we'll vote for them.
Or like, who wants to be a millionaire? Hey, I need help right
Yeah.
now, Dad.
Yeah.
I like T-gens because it's like trap generates, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And also transvestites.
Look,
Transvestites.
if you don't jerk off to Astolfo at least once a week, get out of this fucking podcast.
Oh,
I don't know what
Bye,
that
guys.
is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. So bye,
That's
guys.
a trap from Fate. The pink-haired one, the like really famous trap. Come on.
yeah.
No,
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what's happening. Move on.
All right,
Looks like we're watching Fate pretty soon, guys.
Kyle, did you
All right,
did you
yeah,
wanna go over
yeah.
the topic?
I've got a theory, and it's going to turn into a question towards you, Harris.
Oh God.
And it's going to connect the connection between anime and wrestling, the bond that you're like seeing between the two, right? So wrestlers, they fight for belts,
Okay.
and I don't know much about wrestling lore, but they probably want like an infinity belt or some shit. I don't know. I don't know why they want belts, right?
Okay.
And anime characters, they wear an excess amount of belts.
Right.
Digimon could have been called Beltmon.
Oh.
Vash the
Okay.
Stampede was named that because he wore a stampede's worth of leather.
Okay. Nice.
Hiei, what is a Naruto headband but a belt for your brain?
It's true. It's true.
Harris, can you shed some light on this?
When you wear a belt, right? You kind of alluded to it. It's like leather, so it's like a status thing. You kill cows with your bare hands. You wear their skin.
Yep. That's why people
inhabit that creature.
That's why people fuck with leather, like leather straps, leather ball gags,
Oh,
shit.
so
Yeah.
like, are you saying like any BDSM is just light furry?
Yeah, basically,
BDSM
like, it's
is
a status thing.
just wrestling while you're fucking. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Thus the belts.
It's
You're the heel.
yeah,
Face.
perfect. Yeah. Stomping fetishes. It's all here.
Yeah,
you know?
it's easy.
It's a status symbol
Yeah.
of where you are in life. But I'll have to think about that one a little bit more. I think I got it, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I can't remember the third one I had.
You didn't take any notes.
I did. Okay. Fine. Here it is.
Calling your
y'all
ass
ever
out.
had a fear of something but hid it from people and they found out anyway? Like you were afraid of something and then people found out that you were afraid of it, even though you didn't like want people to know you were afraid of it?
I probably have like one of the most common fears in the world, which is just like deep open water. That's about it. Like I dream about getting eaten by sharks like all the time.
Nice.
It's
dude.
fantastic.
That's your vor fetish, yeah.
Like I just wake up with really stiff fucking morning wood, and I got to fucking deal with that before I shower and go to work. So like,
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I got a fear because I don't know. I kind of just blurred out everything in the first place, so not good at keeping secrets.
I don't like water. That's mine.
I mean, it's mostly
Yeah.
just like visibility underwater.
I smelled.
Yeah.
Like shit can just be like 10 feet away from you. You can't fucking see it. You ever seen those like if you go on Reddit and go on like the Thalassophobia Reddit? That shit's fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah, it's creepy. I'm with you. I'm not afraid of it, but it's creepy.
Yeah, I think this was a long time ago, but a couple of my friends wanted to go to Six Flags, and I'm like horrified of heights.
You just tried like Seinfeld, like playing along.
Yeah, like I was like, all right, whatever. Like, you know, I'm scared of heights, but whatever. We'll see what happens. And on the way there, I was like freaking out a little bit. And it was like 5 or 6 of us in a car. And I was just like sitting there all quiet and shit. And I was like, fuck.
You think you're gonna get there and then they're just like not go on a ride?
I didn't know
Like
like
you're
what
just
to
like,
do.
oh, I gotta
just,
go to the bathroom again.
it was like a couple of people that like I never really hung out with, and I liked them a lot. They were really cool, so I wanted to like get in with that group, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever, like let's do it. And we got there, and they're like, oh, let's go on Raging Bull.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And
That's
I was
a
like,
good start.
I was like, okay. And then we got in line, and they were like, oh yeah, let's go to the front car. And I was like, okay. And we got there, and
Did you use the technique to stand on it?
no.
Is that a
They were
Bonky
trying to
reference?
tell me to do that, and I was like, no. I'm already in the front car, and they purposely put me in the front car. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it was great. I had a good time. Like I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then like we went on a bunch of rides, and for some reason, like I had just like overcome that fear of heights for like a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And I was fucking shocked. And then when we were leaving, Raging Bull got stuck at the top,
Oh, it just
Like-
all came back.
and I've watched people like have to like sit up there while it's stuck, and then I was like, "Yep, never again,
Never again.
never again."
Done with
You
that
were
shit.
like-
Whatever.
I love that this is like an almost changed thing, and then it's just like, and then you're like, no.
Yeah, yeah. It was literally like, okay, I'm not afraid of roller coasters anymore. I like this place. I'll come back all the time. And then I saw it stuck up there, and I was like, what the fuck? And like they're like, yeah, that happens sometimes. I was like, oh no, wait. This is not a first occurrence of this shit just getting stuck up there.
Yeah.
This is a common occurrence. Pass.
Pass.
Never again.
Hard pass, dude.
That's just more
and then-
ride. That's free ride.
And then I got a squeezer from one of the girls that I went with later on that night. So it was all worth
Squeezer.
it, you know?
A squeezer.
Yeah, I don't
A
think
squeezer.
Just a
I
couple
don't think I've
pumps
heard
or
that called a squeezer before.
Oh, I don't like a
Squeezer.
squeezer, dude.
It was a squeezer, you know?
Sounds
'cause
like
she
words.
white knuckled that bitch.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm gonna give Harris plenty of squeezers at AEW.
It didn't hurt, dude.
no motion, just squeeze.
And that was a kink that I found out at a really good time. Ladies and gentleweebs,
I don't like
let's
that
get
one.
ready to rise.
I get it because that's like the subtitle for Kamochi.
Kemono.
And discover new kinks.
Oh my god.
I'm your host, Harris Rock Bottom Con.
Ooh.
Because I live at Rock Bottom.
I didn't know if that
I'm
were-
like that SpongeBob episode. People just farting in my mouth all the
I
time.
didn't know if that was like power bottom, but like rock bottom. Like if you're just like rock hard bottom. I don't.
It could go either way you want it to, big boy.
Hell yeah.
I'm joined by Cody, the Stone Cold Stunner Chambers, because he's currently stunned by illness.
Yep. I'm sick as fuck, everybody. That's why I sound like my voice is
You don't-
8 octaves deeper.
You don't eat enough boogers. That's supposed to bolster your immune system.
I almost sound like a human male.
Yeah, I
when
like
I'm
to make
sick.
like a milkshake.
close.
Just like
You
put a
know,
bunch
it's
of
close.
like 10 boogies in there and then just some water.
Also joined by the lovely Kyle, Sharpshooter Ramsey, because that joke wrote itself.
What?
All right, I'm gonna make me explain
Explain.
it. Sharpshooter, because you need good vision to be able to sharpshoot.
Okay, and his
And you
eyes,
got a wonk eye. That's the joke.
his eyes all fucked up.
But when you look down the scope, you're using one eye.
Using one eye.
To be fair, anytime I played XCOM, I named my snipers Kyle.
Actually, dude, if you think about it, a wonk eye would help you because he could use his good eye to look through the scope, and the other eye could literally look to his right.
Right?
Okay, either way, sharpshooter works.
Right.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
To choose your own adventure on that one.
Yeah, that's the level of jokes that I bring
That's a good
to
one.
the fucking table.
I don't even
That's
know
a
what
fucking
he's joking
good
at, but
one.
I'm laughing.
Exactly, whatever you want it to be, baby. And we're also joined by the ever ecstatic Jason, sweet sloppy chin music Slayton.
Nice. He
lie
incorporated
to people.
sloppy.
Yeah, he did.
I did.
I'm also on
I
my
did.
6th beer in an hour now, so I'm a little tipsy.
Yeah,
Great.
see, so the sloppy works,
Look,
the sweet works, the chin music works, because chin music is a euphemism for foreskin.
It's
I
noon
don't-
30 right now.
I don't think it is.
I'm trying to get in my white
the
trash
sweet-
element.
the sweet
I'm trying to show
chin.
Kyle how it's done.
Oh, I know how it's done.
I got NASCAR on the TV over in the corner.
Hey, have you beat a woman yet?
You
I'm
were
wearing
you
my
were soaking in
jorts.
the culture, and I was out there in it. I was out in the
I
trailer
haven't. I haven't physically beaten a woman today, but I'm watching YouTube videos of people beating women.
And today, we conclude our wonderful adventure into a land where wrestling is too closely associated to sexual conquest, and the most powerful people openly express their kinks. So, let's start with the old sweet sloppy chin music. What do you think, Jason? How you feel?
So overall, I enjoyed these episodes. I liked the finale with Mao versus Animal Mask, and my only issue, Genzo. My only issue is that I didn't like how happy everything ended. It felt a little weird considering it was like demons versus humans kind of thing. And I don't know, everyone just ending up in a bar together being all happy and being like, yo, that was fucking dope kind of seemed weird.
I mean, this is like literally the least edgy anime there's ever been. Like
Yeah, I know.
the biggest like rivalries are still friendships. Like the two lollies. Like they don't really like hate each other.
I mean, overall, the show's dope. All you should watch it. I would, especially since it's only 12 episodes. Like, what is that? Like 3 hours total. Like, let's just fucking watch it.
Okay. Sharpshooter, what you got?
It's dope as hell. There was a moment where they did a callback on a joke. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm giving it. This show is fucking great. Like, there's a lot of things where like if that's gonna like really turn you off, you're gonna fucking be like, but like that's just anime in general. Like I don't know. Anime's full of cringe, nonstop. There's very little anime that doesn't have cringe, and this one likes to put all its cringe points into furry stuff, and that's okay. That's okay because the rest of it's pretty
You
good.
also have to remember that a lot of anime is written by high schoolers over in Japan. So like,
Yeah.
of course it's cringe.
Stone Cold Stunner.
Shit.
Hit us with some snot, bro.
Hit you with some.
There it is.
Shit's still dope. I really liked it, but Jason kind of hit it for me. It ended too happy, which is fine, but like I don't know. It just feels like all the conflict was not. There was no conflict.
Like, there's no point to the conflict.
Yeah, but it's still good though because the comedy still hit really hard and it was still good.
I feel like it would have been better to end like that if Mao actually won.
Yeah, well, no,
Oh,
I didn't want Mao.
there
to
was a
win.
moment where I thought that might happen, and I was excited for how that like show would go if it did.
Yeah, it was still
Sorry
good.
for spoiling it though. If
Dialogue
guys-
dialogue was really good throughout the whole fucking show. And that's really all I guess all I needed from this was a comedy. So the
like
whole
I-
thing of there
like
not
I
being
said,
a big
it's a show
conflict.
entirely worth watching. Like, it's only 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Like give it a watch.
And the end fight was still fucking awesome. The Mao versus Animal
Oh yeah,
Mask.
for sure.
Yeah, I still liked
Especially
it.
when they're just like yelling at each other about dumb shit, and they're like, "Hey, we should fight," and they're like, "Wait, we're already fighting."
And everybody's fucking sleeping. And I'm like, what's going on? So yeah, I give it a dope. Give it a dope.
Yeah, I still love it. I think at first I was a little sad that it was 12 episodes, but I think they got in everything that they wanted to do in those 12 episodes.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
everything kind of meant something except for like we'll talk about it in like episode 10. Like in my opinion episode 10 was a filler episode. It was literally like we need to get from episode 9 to 11,
yeah.
and we signed up for 12 episodes and we only have 11 episodes of content. So
This is this is like the first time I've like felt like a anime actually like used its episodes mostly, and like also like when you finish a season, it felt fine. Like if it doesn't keep going, that's fine. If
Yeah,
it does,
it felt
fine.
actually finished. It had a definitive finish.
Oh my god, that's so rare of a feeling. This fucking
Yeah,
shit.
because there was no like,
Right.
there was no ultimate evil. Like I thought throughout the whole thing, when they said the Demon King or whatever, I thought there was an actual person. I didn't know that they summoned him.
No, there is
So-
a demon
Well,
king, and
there
also
is
there's
a
one.
demon king.
There's a line where they're like, "Oh, there's 2 demon kings."
Like I'm sure if you actually read the manga, like he eventually fights the actual like that world demon king.
Okay,
Right.
Because I
But
thought
that's
at the
not
end
what
of
this
this
shit
they were
is
going to
about.
show him.
We don't read anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even know how
We
to
don't
read.
shit. But yeah,
Reading's
like
for
they.
fucking
You know how
losers.
hard it is using the internet, just clicking around.
Right.
Yeah. And reading? Come on.
No, no reading, just clicking.
Oh, because you don't know. I got it.
If you know
That's
your
a good one.
alphabet, get
I
off
like
this
it.
podcast.
Where are you? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's good. It was a good 12 episodes, and like they built enough of the world that if they wanted to do more, they could. But yeah, it's great. I loved it. It's dope. I knew it was gonna be dope from the beginning. I just didn't know it was gonna be this dope at the end. Like the last fight kind of was a little
Hold on.
lackluster in my opinion, but it was still good. I liked it.
Yeah,
That
they like
first episode had me real scared.
The first half of the fight, they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna put all the animation in the second half." So they just didn't animate anything for the
Yeah.
first half. I'm like,
Yeah, it was
what?
just
Yeah, they just like
stills.
still images. It was like, okay, cool, fine, whatever.
It's
I'll
still
take
Like,
it,
this is the
but, like,
finale, whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Dragon Ball did the same. Like, it was literally just Dragon Ball. How they like do those like those quick animations and just copy paste them.
Yeah.
Except they didn't even bother like throwing the little whoosh thing.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, it's good. Dope. Love it. Couple of things out front. So I think in like so Mao stands for Macedonian ogre, right? And he short names it to Mao. But I also think like Mao translates to Demon King in Japanese.
Does it?
Because there was a couple times they were saying Demon King, and it said in the subtitles they were saying Demon King, and they weren't talking about Mao at all, but I still heard the word Mao.
I have no idea, but I know it sounds close enough to Mal.
Yeah, I don't know. It was very interesting. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, there's layers here, you know?
Layers.
Or I'm just mishearing shit because I'm fucking stupid.
Yes.
Also, I didn't know this, but in the opening, you know, like the last scene before it cuts into like the title screen, they're all like staring off into the distance, and then they'll look at the camera.
Yeah, it's different who
like-
looks every time.
Yeah, every episode, different people look at the camera.
Yeah, I noticed that. And at the final episode, all of them look at the camera.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I didn't really notice because I was sad that I was finishing this, and so I actually watched like the opening every single time, and I was like, oh wait, that's different. That's cool. So yeah, just some cool little Easter eggs
Cool,
that
cool little thingies.
to get your blood flowing out in the beginning. Okay. Episode 9. We open on Genzo opening Carmilla up for the whole neighborhood because she wouldn't walk his dog.
Yeah, dude. Didn't we equate him to a pimp?
I don't know. Did we?
I don't
That
remember.
makes sense, kind of.
He's definitely a pimp though. Like if they don't do
Well,
his,
he's not. No, I think Shigure's the pimp, if anything.
you're right. But he's like the muscle that handles the fucking, the bitches.
Yeah, he's Gator.
I think
He's
you know?
Gator.
I think the ant's the pimp.
The ant is definitely
No.
the cleanup person.
Yeah, he's a bodyguard. He ain't the pimp.
No, he's just like you fucking run my business. Like
Yeah. You fucking, I don't even got time for y'all.
He's the criminal like overlord.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm a fucking ant, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, no, dude. He fucking opens up Carmilla for the whole neighborhood to see, just because she wouldn't walk his dog. I was like, dude, what is this? What kind of public shaming
right,
shit?
and then they start calling her black panties. I'm like, look, if you're gonna call her
Yeah.
anything, it's not gonna be under panties that you're like referring to.
And they also call her girl who spreads her legs. Like
That's all of them.
Yeah, that's
little kids are calling her this. What the fuck, man?
Everybody's like, oh, it's a free show. Dope.
Yeah.
It's a free
Like, if
show.
you got into that, I don't know what's wrong.
They've been worried about all this like fetish shaming and this thing, and they still got to work on slut shaming.
Right?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Princess Buttocks shows up at the house and tells Genzo and his harem, you spread me open, bro. And they all kind of like pinned him down and they're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you going to jail, motherfucker. And Genzo says this line. Don't tell me you think I'm the kind of guy who'd spread a girl's legs for no reason. After he just spread a girl's legs for no reason,
She
not
didn't.
2 minutes
Hold
ago.
on. She didn't walk his dog. That's the reason.
Listen,
He said for no reason.
I guess, but it's fucked up.
It's fucked. Don't get me wrong, but he had a reason.
For real, in that
Like-
scene, I thought she was gonna give her like the real, like really, like fucking look.
Yeah.
She just didn't.
Like-
I'm like, what are you doing?
This girl comes to his house and basically says like lays it out in a way that makes it seem like he like sexually assaulted her.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of
And he goes, I wouldn't just do that for no reason. Like, not saying like, no, it wasn't like that. Like, there wasn't penetration. I like, it was anger. I beat her up, not like beat her up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And his defense is, I wouldn't just do that for no reason. It's not good look, Genzo. You know, like it's not a good look.
I wouldn't assault her for no reason. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't
That's-
assault her.
that's the
Right.
that's
you
the
know.
best defense. I'm gonna use that if like ever.
It's not a good one. It's not a good one.
It's not.
Do not.
No, it's not a good look.
But then Genzo sneaks attacks Princess Butt, or P-Butt for short,
Yep.
with his standard German suplex and bridge, and leaves her exposed to the whole neighborhood.
And all these little kids they keep saying free. Genzo started these kids' porn addiction real fucking early. Like
Oh, yeah.
they're going home right now and getting in their dad's stash.
I started my own.
100p. I
addiction
know where
real
I'm gonna be
fucking
like
early.
playing like Pokemon cards. If
Right.
like if I knew I could like catch a show like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck Pokemon.
Or you'd be playing Pokemon cards right outside that house all day.
All
That's what,
day.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see some ass, Genzo. Let's start. You just tell random passerbys like, "Hey, go in there and call him the Beast Killer," and then they walk in and they're like, "Oh yeah."
And then we cut to Mao and Rose and Johanna. And they're like just traveling, and then they come across some IUTs,
Huh?
which are some Planet of the Apes looking motherfuckers, but blonde.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we get our first match of the episode, Mao versus IUTs. Mao with a tornado DDT for the first one. Wonderfully executed.
okay.
Head scissors takedown to the next. Mao's
get
in
into
rare
it, or-
form, folks.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know if he's in rare form. I've never seen him fight before where he's not losing.
I agree,
Harris. Yeah.
He dodges a punch from the last monkey. Maybe the monkey is Caesar. I don't know. You know, from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Reverses a punch into a cross arm breaker. Caesar's tapping out. He's had enough, and that's the match.
That was beautifully spoken, Harris.
It was beautiful, and I agree 100%. I have one belt related question. Do these monkeys legit just have belts on, or do they have like
Yeah.
pants that they
I
painted
didn't even
asses
notice.
on? I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if they were wearing pants and then painted ass on them, or if they're just literally only wearing belts.
No, you said it earlier, right? They're looking for that status symbol.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure it's going deeper. That's what I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
But the problem is I ain't seen no cows. So what are those belts made out of?
Maybe other demon beasts.
Or other
don't know.
monkeys?
Uh-oh. They're just
I
fucking
mean, you
killing
can
each
make
each
leather
other?
out of any kind of skin, so.
After the match, Mao seems scared of a grape-flavored Hiroyuki. Back at the house, Genzo says the princess deserves another German suplex into a shaming hold, followed by a rolling cradle around town. I've never heard of any of these sexual positions.
It's always such a workout with him. Can't just like do missionary, bro.
You can't just like get off, like can't just get by with a nice handy or mountain, you know? Like it's always got to be these intense, convoluted Kama Sutra deep down in there, you know? Like
A rolling cradle.
really
sounds
reaching
dope,
to the back of
though.
the book, you know?
It just reads it back to front.
Yeah. Carmilla and P-Butt get in a fight over words and who likes the publicly exposed kink more.
We find that out pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
Due to Genzo wanting to fulfill his pet store kink, P-Butt sicks her squat on Genzo, and we get our next match. Genzo versus the Knights.
Oh yeah.
Genzo doesn't like being ran up on and starts off with a dropkick to the first guy. Uh-oh, he landed right on his face. That's a fucked up way to stomp on someone's brains. The Knights aren't playing around. They draw swords. And Genzo opens up with a lariato. He continues with a suplex toss, kinda. Well, close enough, but I don't know what the hell that move was. A V-trigger to the next Knight against the wall. Brutal. That guy is definitely dead. V-trigger again to another one. Someone's got a Game Shark. A pair of elbow drops for the next two. And a power bomb. Bodies are flying everywhere. It's like a car accident. But I haven't seen a car in this universe, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Genzo going for the P-Butt and exposes her with a rolling cradle. She's wide open for the neighborhood, and that's a match. Genzo won via kinkality.
Kinkality. I like it.
Oh, kinkality. I like that.
I can't wait for NetherRealm to adopt that.
Any self-respecting anime or wrestling bit would have like hammed up how fucking awesome that is. That whole like fight, because like he's wrestling people in armor, like he's dropping his elbow on armor, and I just feel like if this was like not a comedy, like it was a little bit less of a comedy and had like any sense of drama, it would have been just like hamming up like the crunch of his elbow on their heads. Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been so fucking good. That's
like
all I
like
can think.
the armor collapsing underneath his strength.
Yeah, that would have been so good. I could only think about that during it.
It was still a really good fight.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, the rolling cradle thing was really funny. I didn't know that that's what that was until I saw it, because I seen Japanese wrestlers do that before, but I'm always watching it with like the Japanese commentator, so I don't know what moves are called.
The only reason I know that move is because in Tekken, King can do it, and you can literally
Yes.
go from 100 to 0 if you keep hitting the button combos right.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
The demonic instruments of colluding kinks, or dick for short, or in Kyle's case, long,
Nice.
are amassing like-minded demons to march on Genzo. That's the name of the faction that I've given to Mao, Johanna, and Rose. Dick.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
I
very
could see it.
clever.
You're
No,
so
it's good.
clever.
It's very good.
That's better than what I came up with, which was nothing. So
Perfect. P-Butt continually gets exposed by Genzo as she plays at wanting him to fuck the Demon King, but she doesn't. She just likes being exposed.
Yep.
She keeps coming into the house, and he just keeps dropping her and just having her whole panties out to everyone. However, Genzo does get turned on at the thought of being a sub to the Demon King. Genzo declares he wants the Demon King to himself, and then gives Heat Haze a chop cross to the throat at the guild clubhouse, whatever, and Shigure steals his sword again.
And she steals it this
Carmilla-
time before it even hits the fucking ground. Like,
Yeah,
she
she's
just...
like,
Yeah,
I
she's like, it's just flying.
yeah.
I thought we
it's-
were gonna get one more. I wanted one more of that joke in the show,
Yeah.
and I wanted her just literally to snatch it out of his hand.
Like, oh, look what I found, and she just takes it. Yeah, that would have been
Or
great.
like, yeah, like Heat Haze says some shit but doesn't say anything to Genzo, and then she just walks up and like takes the sword without Genzo hitting
Oh.
him and just walks away.
I wanted that so bad.
That'd have been good, yeah.
Carmilla paints a word picture of the Demon King, and Genzo gets all horned up. Princess P-Butt, or not Princess P-Butt, just P-Butt, shows up and fucks up his drawing. And then Genzo drops her with a pile driver, and she delivers news that another Demon King has appeared. And then we cut to Mao approaching the orc team that Genzo already humbled earlier. And we get our next match, kinda.
Yeah.
There's so many matches.
Mao versus the orc team. Mao with a preemptive Kinsasha, kinda.
Okay.
I can never say that, but it's basically a knee to the face, but in this case, it was his throat.
Nice.
Sounds like a dirty move.
He beaks a bit, stands there, and taunts the folks. He follows with a side German suplex. It's a very interesting combination and a good parallel to Genzo. There's a verbal standoff, and the orc team gets off-screened.
Yeah. That's the worst, dude. Getting
it
off screen
hurts.
is like just the worst thing that can happen. It's literally just a squash match every time.
Yeah. And that's it. We don't even know how it fucking ended. They just got off-screen so bad we didn't even get the result.
Yeah, we just see
Got
like
sitting
their
at the end,
injuries.
just upset.
Yeah, we just see them injured walking to fucking Animal Mask, and they're like, "Yeah, he fucked us up, dude."
Yeah.
Yeah, if I got off screen, I would off myself.
yeah, dude.
Genzo happens upon the orcs, and they paint a picture of the second Demon King, which Genzo immediately recognizes as his bottom bitch, Mao.
Everyone's so good at art.
The powerless team of stealing derelicts, or PTSD, which is the three people, Wolfgang, Misha, and Edgar. Again, came up with PTSD because I'm fucking clever. Decide to get revenge on Genzo. And that happened after the credits. And this episode is over. I gave this an ultimate submission out of UFC. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Like, normally you at least have one number in there.
No. I've deviated from the numbers.
Yeah.
I don't do the
Dropped
numbers
that
no more.
forever ago.
Okay. I guess I haven't been paying attention.
Great. Good. Thanks. I spend so much time coming up with these rating systems, and you motherfuckers don't even pay attention. That's some old bullshit. Episode 10.
They don't make sense to people that don't watch wrestling.
Shigure says good night to her battery-operated boy in her nightstand.
Fuck yeah.
And the PTSD team approach Hiroyuki. P-Butt gets called a stalker and barges her way into Genzo's harem. Genzo tells her he won't love her and finds that Hiroyuki is gone, and he has quite the scream when he finds out. It was a good one.
Yeah, he was upset.
Yeah.
He was ugly crying.
Mao sees some IUTs, or those fucking gorilla things, jerking off to the poster for the wrestling event that Genzo threw.
Hold on, for real though? That's probably the best porn they have in that time.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
They were doing it. I'm just saying that's what happened. This show does a good job of like not telling you exactly what's happening, but definitely telling you what's happening.
Right. For sure, dude.
It's like fill in the blank, but it's like a full sentence with only one letter blank.
Right. Like they walk right up to that line. They walk right up to it, and then just like dotted line.
If they're
it,
really
you know
like
what I mean?
the monkeys are jerking of.
Yeah.
And then there's just an empty space after that.
And it's like, yeah, if you're innocent enough, you're like jerking of what? And it's like, no.
Dude, we're
Like,
missing
none
a
of that.
letter. Oh.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
The other letter is F, by the way.
Genzo and his harem search the streets for Hiroyuki, while the ant makes posters. He then learns that a noble bought Hiroyuki for his daughter and a ton of money bag emojis. In my notes, I have money bag emojis, and I wrote out money bag emojis.
I also felt really bad for the ant because they're like, "Oh, we found it," and the ant's just like making the poster, and he's like, "Oh, fuck me, right?" Like,
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the ant is the criminal overlord. Like, he just wanted to make posters.
Yeah.
You know, that's why he let the dog get taken
yeah,
away.
he's like, whatever.
And then he just was like calm about it. He's just like, I'm just gonna make these posters.
Anyways,
you
yeah.
know. Hiroyuki is now Catherine. Genzo openly abuses Carmilla in front of the upper class. P-Butt goes to steal from the country's treasury to have Genzo as a sex slave. And Genzo considers leaving Hiroyuki with the noble. Shigure reveals that her dildo was actually a bunch of money and tells Genzo to use it to buy Hiroyuki back. Note, this money came from selling Heat Haze's swords. I had to look that up. Apparently in the manga they make a bigger deal about it, how she gets that money.
It's also...
And she's like, no, I got it from selling those
It's
swords.
also like, okay, so Heat Haze is doing... Like, he's in it for the biz, right? Like, so, like, he's got these swords. Like, he doesn't need to do what he's doing. Like...
No. He does it for the love of the game.
He clearly does. You know what? I like Heat Haze.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of more stuff with the noble and like cutting costs and Maria and all this shit.
They do this thing where he's like half, and then the little daughter is just like giving puppy face. He's like half that. I counted the halves. It's 9. It's 9 halves. It's 0.19% of what they paid, and they still were like, they did the funny thing. He's like, we still don't have enough.
We still don't got that kind of fucking dough, bro. We broke.
I laughed so fucking hard at that part.
It was good. There's a line that the noble says to his daughter when she's giving him that look, and he says, "You are 10 years too young to be looking at a man like that."
Yeah, he did.
And I had no idea what that was supposed to mean, but I was uncomfortable.
There are
I wasn't
lines
a
that
fan
this
of that.
show give me that I'm just like, I'm not taking that. You know what? Nope. I'm on enough lists.
Josh
I'm
would
not
have been a
doing
fan
it.
of that.
You keep that one away from me. PTSD, Team PTSD, is balling out when Genzo comes to collect his debt out of their asses for stealing Hiroyuki. And we get our next match. Genzo versus PTSD. Genzo gives Wolfgang a big swing, puts Edgar in a torture rack, and powerbombs Misha into cobblestone so hard it destroys the ground. This is just pure violence. I won't dignify it with an announcer voice. I won't. It was fucked up. It
Further
didn't have to go
proof that
down like
Genzo's
that.
a bad guy.
I thought about it. I was like, man, Genzo's a bad guy. I felt that way too, but I was like, they did be stealing his dog though. You know,
His dog's cute as fuck.
yeah, like
they deserved it.
I go back and forth because it's the whole like does the punishment does the punishment equal
The crime.
the crime? Like I don't know.
I don't know. See, you're talking a bunch of white dudes, so of course we're gonna be like, yeah, it's a dog, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, like Genzo has already sexually assaulted Wolf multiple times at this point. I don't think the punishment warrants the crime anymore.
Well, okay. See, so hold on. Like he just threw Wolfgang. Like he could have bloomed his rose. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I don't want to talk about roasts anymore.
Yeah, like he could have bloomed him, but instead he just threw him. And I think Wolfgang probably appreciated that more. So who's to say? Who's
We'll
to
never
say?
know. We don't know how. We
know?
don't know if Wolfgang actually likes it. Like, what if he's just trying to?
Obviously, he does.
Yeah, he keeps putting himself in his vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Like
They
he could just
wouldn't
move
be
out of
showing
town.
pictures of prolapses if he didn't like it.
Oh God.
2 demon beasts are waiting outside Genzo's house, and Dick has penetrated his house.
What?
Dick is like
Yeah,
The-
it's the
the
3.
people,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
that
Mao
joke.
and
That the
Dick.
reason why I
Yeah.
named them
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
for this joke. It's
a good joke.
It's a setup.
It's a good joke.
Yeah.
Comedian stuff.
a good
joke.
Next level.
Yeah.
joke.
Everyone decides to have another tournament.
Good joke.
I was too drunk to immediately remember what Dick meant.
Yep.
I have finished all of my beers.
Genzo prepares to fuck Mao, and Carmella asks Genzo to train her to fuck good. Parentheses wrestle.
I don't like this. You're
Just
saying
like in Code Geass, you got to give me that 1.5 second lag time on the turret, okay?
Yeah. I don't think he
You're
gets
saying
that
fuck
one.
way too aggressively, my guy.
Yeah, that's right. Ian. I gave this episode a filler pay-per-view out of anime. So,
I
filler
give this one a
pay-per-view.
trash out of 10.
between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, there's a pay-per-view that happens that changes its name almost every year, and it doesn't fucking matter what happens at this pay-per-view because what happened at the Rumble is the story that's going to happen at WrestleMania. So it's just a filler pay-per-view. It just sits there, and nothing important happens ever.
If Undertaker is currently dead, he comes alive at this pay-per-view.
But he doesn't do anything. He just like reappears, or he'll reappear after the pay-per-view to be like, "Hey guys, remember I'm still here."
This is when the motorcycle era Undertaker started, and he started going rolling.
Ooh, Limp Bizkit.
That was such. Oh god, that was so bad.
Episode 11.
That's what made me stop watching wrestling. By the way, motorcycle era Undertaker.
That was okay. Genzo puts Carmella in the Cobra twist when she interrupts him feeding his pets because she was passed out drunk and didn't wake up to train in wrestling.
Yep.
While Shigure and Klaus are planning the event, Genzo is testing Carmella's holes.
Oh, come on.
And Carmella looks hella good in workout clothes.
Why? Why do you go... Why are you Kyle?
No, listen.
I love it.
Okay?
I love it.
Like, this is legit. You cannot... Okay, again, this is the whole, like, one letter off. Like, Shigure and Klaus are looking at a paper. They're planning the arena. They're planning where, like, vendors are going to be and stuff. And you just hear Carmella saying, "I can't take anymore. That doesn't bend that way. Please stop. I feel like my bones are breaking." What do you think he's doing to her?
I know.
Also, I got really
cradle.
upset during this scene because, like, she trying to show that she got her heart in the fight right, but she still showed up to practice with a bow tie in her hair and, like, earrings in. I'm like, swear to God.
Yeah.
Like, are you here? Are you here? Or did you spend, like, 5 hours getting ready for it? Like,
I don't know. But you know, this is the part of the podcast in Anime Trap House that we like to call The Hole's Corner.
What?
This moment was brought to you by The Hole Corner.
Are you saying
Inside
he's
of
using her
Anime
like a
Trap
bowling ball?
I don't know what he's doing to her, but he's doing it well.
doing it well.
DVG, Dragon Vor Girl, or Linda Buella, or Hanako, or whatever fuck you want to call her.
Yep.
Doesn't want Carmella to talk about why she wants to fight Rose, I guess, and keeps fucking her up while she's trying to talk to Genzo. Mao does squats in excitement and preparation for the fight, and Johanna and Rose interpret this as a victory dance, but it damn sure looks like he's squatting and wafting his farts outward.
I don't like.
I mean,
He's
to
like
be
cupping
fair,
his hands, and like as he goes down and comes up, he's like cupping them forwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
look, I would imagine that works like every muscle in your body. So like,
No, I get why he's doing it, but why is his hands gotta be?
I thought he looked like he was spamming taunt in a video game. Like,
That
show
too.
me your
That
moves.
too.
Show me your moves. Show me your moves.
Show me your
He's
moves. Show me
He's
your
just
moves.
like, oh man, I'm gonna win, and then I'm just gonna spam taunt like this, like fuck yeah.
he knows he's not gonna win.
He's just stuck on it.
The script says he's never gonna win. He knows he's not gonna win.
Yeah.
But he's look okay. So if you're the number 2, right, and you know that you're never going to win, you know the time that you're gonna win, it's gonna be just a gimme. Like it's not gonna be because of your hard work, right? So Mao's in the right mindset where he's like, it's gonna be a gimme when I get it, and I better have the fucking taunt down.
It's gonna be like that bullshit where like 15 people enter the ring when they're not supposed to, and you just fucking steal the belt.
There you go.
This is what fucking matters. This
Which,
crouch.
by the way, is always amazing.
Genzo says Carmella can't drink until after her match and gives her some single positions to try masturbation in to help her train. Genzo recruits Team PTSD to be in the event, which they don't want to do, but Edgar signs them up for the money. Genzo almost gets Wolfgang's rose to bloom again. Training, planning, and advertising begins for the event, and we get an unnecessary amount of close-ups on Camilla's tits while she's doing squats.
Hold on. That was not unnecessary.
It
She
was-
may be number 2 waifu, but totally necessary.
No.
Okay. The day of the event is upon us, and the crowd is riled up as this event symbolizes racism.
What?
Yeah.
But it's actually just two wrestlers imposing their kinks on this entire world.
Honestly, it's all like Demon Beast versus humans, but like half the human team was Demon Beast, so like I don't really get that.
Because racism, Jason, like you can be on one side of the racist line, if you will, but you don't have to necessarily.
Is
be
it
that
like
racist.
house slaves versus field workers? Like I don't know what you're getting at here.
I mean, if that's where you want to go, you know, like if you look at like Django Unchained, right? Samuel Jackson's character, necessarily on that side of racism, but is still a slave.
Yeah. All right, I get it now.
Genzo riles his team up with some lofty ideals, but is actually just looking for that mun. P-Butt wears a mask to hide her face, and DVG tells Carmilla to fuck for herself and not for her.
I'm sick of you fucking on my behalf all the time, okay? Just go out there and have a little fun, Jesus.
Right?
Yeah, just go and diddle yourself for your own pleasure,
Yeah.
not for mine.
This is getting a little weird. I'm like fucking 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that they just decided, like, it felt like anyway out of nowhere that Carmilla was just like really into her. Like,
I mean,
Yeah, I
weird.
really
It was-
didn't like it. Because there was that scene where she's like, he hit me in the
Like,
stomach. You want to take this lotion and rub it all on my stomach? I'm like, ew, dude, what is happening?
yeah, I felt like the last set of episodes, the relationship was not like that, and then all of a sudden, like
got
this
it.
set of episodes, she just kind of wants like the lollipop, and it's like, oh,
Maybe the director, he's like, listen.
We haven't sexualized enough things yet.
Yeah, we've ran this furry shit into the ground. Let's get in some pedophilia.
He's just trying to get
I'm-
canceled. He's like, huh?
I'm not for that at all.
like I don't want to draw a season 2, so let's just get this out of the way.
Yeah, let's get canceled ASAP.
Let's get fucking canceled, and then we won't have to do this anymore. You know, like the Kyle of the group that's sitting in the back doing the furry stuff is like, or he got fired because he had too many HR complaints.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, we gotta run this bitch.
Told
in the
you.
ground,
Make that
you know?
vampire want to fuck the lolly. Let's get
Told
it.
too many coworkers that they
Yeah.
should smile more.
Oh, come on.
You should wear some more cat ears.
Just put,
What is worse, like telling a coworker like
just-
you should smile
or just
more,
putting
or like
cat
you
ears
should
on them.
dress
Just like,
up.
show, just putting it on them and be like, that's much better.
Just putting it on them and looking at them when they look at you and be like, ooh,
Ooh.
I don't know. We about to find out Monday though.
oh no.
Uh-oh.
Here's the main event, folks. Cluster Bank presents Team Hero Genzo versus the Demon King's army. We got a special card for you guys of 5 matches.
Nice.
So you know that it will come down to the last one.
Also, before the matches actually started, we saw the returned horny fan, and that's what cemented it for me.
Yeah.
That part, her going, it was such a small joke from like one episode, and then they still brought it back, and I'm like, this show rocks.
And she was so upset,
I felt bad for her.
right? Oh my
You could
god.
you could hear
Her frustration.
You could hear her loins frothing as she walked up to Shigure. You know?
I wish I had a 6-pack just to send to her VA on Twitter.
Yeah, right.
And we got our first match of the night, folks. P-Butt, Heat Haze, and Celeste XXL because of her boobs. Verse Monkey, Wolf, and Bird, or if you prefer, Andros, Star Wolf, and Falco.
Oh, I wanted to make that reference. I just like, you ever have like a joke in your head and you just like you can feel it, but you just don't realize you're touching it. I was looking at it. I was just like, star.
Yeah, I really, I sat there for like 5 minutes, frozen on their faces, trying to come up with a joke on what I could call
Oh my
it.
god, that's it. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
the
good one, dude.
Fucking
This is
nailed it,
Smash.
dude. I'm fucking so
We're in
good.
Smash
So-
fight now.
You're so smart, dude.
I'm so fucking
A
smart.
new
You're
challenger
so-
has been announced.
You're so smart.
I'm so smart.
Good job, Harris. Proud of you, buddy.
Okay, are
What
we
the
all
fuck?
dying?
It's
sorry.
just
This
you.
is
No,
the
I'm fine.
suicide
I got-
fucking podcast.
I got really
I
excited for a minute.
wish.
Too excited.
Hold on, what are you? Some kind of a suicide
Suicide
squad?
Oh. Hit him with it. P-Butt is definitely into public humiliation kink and is fired up
Fuck
because
yeah.
of it. She wants to be hit by a hard body.
She did
dude,
no
it's
training
crazy.
except for getting her ass pounded.
It's so
Yeah, she.
crazy
no
how
hesitation.
much she wants to get her ass pounded, dude.
She starts out against the monkey and falls out of the ring, exposing her butt. That's her signature move, folks.
Yep.
I don't even
Taking
think
this
she didn't
every
even get
day.
like thrown at an angle for that. She just like got into that position herself.
She just tripped. She just
No,
tripped.
I mean like she fell on the ground and was just like, well, I'm gonna. All right.
Oh man, I forgot to mention something earlier. Hold on, I'm gonna throw off this whole podcast right now.
do it.
So when Genzo was training Carmilla, she's like, "So are you gonna train me, or are you gonna molest that cat?" And I'm like, "Man, she just knows what's happening." That was verbatim. She said, "You gonna train me or molest the cat?" I just nobody
Unless-
mentioned it, and I feel like it's something. It's just something because we always talk about like, is this okay in this world? Like, is this what people do? No, it's not. Even the vampires, like, hey, dude, stop trying to fuck cats.
They're just not saying anything because he's the hero and he's the
Yeah.
strongest guy they've ever seen.
They
'cause
summoned
he's
this dude
fucking-
to save the planet, and he's trying to fuck cats.
Can you imagine if Goku was
Yeah.
just a dirty pervert like all of Dragon Ball? Like just the worst.
He was Master
Yeah.
Roshi.
And everyone would just have to be okay with it because he's fucking
Yeah.
Goku.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, like he's fighting fucking.
Honestly, it's a miracle Gohan exists.
Yeah,
Like, Goku has all the tools to be a prime pervert. Instant transmission. Come on.
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he just has to visualize the person, not even a place, a person, and he can just like, I found him, and then go into the bathroom, people be like, all right, thanks, and then peace out like right away.
He can also just kill Oolong in like a second of a thought,
Yeah,
and he knows Oolong.
and Oolong can
Like,
transform.
Oolong can
to
be
anybody.
anything he wants.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which means he can fuck Master Roshi.
Yamcha can also kill Oolong whenever he wants, and he knows Oolong. So like,
It's true. You know, Yamcha's been plugging Oolong for a minute, dude.
ever since he lost Bulma to Vegeta.
Yeah, he's just
So
like,
Yamcha
turn into
and Oolong is
Bulma!
everything.
And then he fucking rails Oolong for like an hour.
But he's
and
still
then-
got Oolong's voice, right?
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, Yamcha.
I think that does it for me. I think I like that.
Yeah, is that,
Yeah,
did we
that's
just
way
find
better than
your
Bulma's
new
voice.
king
Like the
during an
We found a
episode?
new
the
king.
Venture Bros guy, girl.
I don't know. I
Hold
don't
on,
know
that's
that.
unfair.
Huh?
I didn't watch Venture Bros.
Oh, there's a yeah, whatever,
Isn't her name just like Doctor Nurse or something?
something like that. Yeah.
It's a good name.
Heat Haze is in with a drop kick.
Why do you always gotta cut us off like this?
He tags in Celeste and protects her with another drop kick. She's getting in position, using her Mentress finisher, a standard German suplex into a pin. 1, 2, 3.
Ding 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 ding.
That's one for Team Genzo. P-Butt is still all about this public humiliation kink.
Yep. They're all
Yeah, she
looking
kinda
at
just
me.
stays with
Oh.
her ass out like the whole time.
She says, like, it feels like it hurts, but it feels good. It's like a massage with these people staring at her
Yeah.
when she's in this outfit.
Yeah, I don't like. Maybe. Oh man, like when Genzo kept suplexing her every day, she came to ask for it. Like, hey, maybe don't wear a skirt because you know what's gonna happen.
Right.
She liked
Right.
it the whole time, dude.
The whole time.
He
She
started
just
the
loved
kink
it.
when they summoned him, and now she just keeps letting it happen.
Yeah. It's good.
Look, man, you're into what you're into.
I
okay?
just
You
wish she
can't
would
help
accept
that.
it. Like she's always like, I don't like it. I don't
don't
like
like
it.
No.
I don't like it. But she does, dude. Just admit it. You know? Like, be who you are, dude. You want to fucking show your asshole and puss lump to a bunch of children? Probably don't do that, but
Yeah,
submit
don't
it.
actually do that. You'll be arrested.
You'll be arrested. Not in that world.
Less.
Well, yeah, not. Well, anime's not.
Don't say anime's not real. Shut up, Harris. Move
Yeah,
on.
I was about to say something really stupid.
Next match.
Anime's real.
Orc King and Angry Husband #1 versus Cyclops and something else we don't really get to see.
It was two giant things. I don't know.
Angry Husband won with an uppercut into the Cyclops, a running tag team tackle and stomp for the win. That's it. That is another for Team Genzo.
Honestly, if I went to a pay-per-view and I saw a match that lasted like 4 seconds, I'd be pissed.
That's why people didn't like Mike
Squash
Tyson.
match. It happens.
Yeah. Like, bro, you gotta stop fucking just knocking these people out so quick.
That's why I can't get into UFC, because there could be a big match that's been hyped up for like months, and it could be over in like 20 seconds. You're like, all right, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's that, and then also you get the opposite of that, where it's just like a long. They're just on the ground hugging each other for like way too long, and there's like, I understand it's a struggle, and there's a lot to it.
It's tactical. I get it. There's a lot of thought there, but like, I just, I like to see action.
Right.
Third match, Team PTSD versus some Yeti-looking motherfuckers. Team PTSD gets off screen.
Yeah, dude. They see how big they are, and then it cuts, and then they're down.
That's the first one for Team Mao. I can't believe they got a win. I wonder how the next match is going to go.
The dog straight up was just like, this is why I didn't want to do it. You're like, yeah.
Yeah. But at least he didn't get molested. Or maybe he did.
Maybe,
We don't
maybe
know.
He
he's
got bloomed and we didn't see
a
it.
giant fucking thumb the size of a truck in him.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Why you gotta say shit like that, dude?
I don't know, man.
Oh, just in him? Come on.
Fourth match, Carmilla versus Rose. Also, Carmilla is like introduced as a loser drunk
Yeah.
to like this crowd of like 100,000 people or some shit.
I mean,
I feel like they all can tell.
It's not exactly.
They
a
square
hidden
off
fact.
in this rematch, and Carmilla realizes she's grown a little stronger. Swift kicks back and forth, and a chest slap. Rose on the offense, and Carmilla is backing up. She's on the defense. Carmilla is down. She's up. She lands a beautiful spike. Hurricane Rana. Rose is down. Carmilla is throwing in some taunts. Rose back up. I can't believe what I'm seeing. She's using Genzo's finisher. Rose pins Carmilla. 1, 2, 3. That's the game, folks. We're tied up. Who would have thought?
Me.
Okay, like I get that her entire personality is basically extra chromosome, but this whole scene kind of pissed me off.
Yeah.
It felt, I don't know, that was pretty wrestling-esque,
They're not gonna.
know,
They're not
okay.
gonna let him win, okay, and then not have Genzo fight.
So here's
They were
my
still
situation.
gonna fight. Like,
Here's my situation. All right, Carmilla asked Genzo to train her. Right.
mm-hmm.
I feel like the first thing you teach someone when they're wrestling is how to take a bump, right? Like how to fall properly.
Right.
The second thing is how to win. You pin the person, shoulders down, 1, 2, 3. I don't know that Genzo ever taught her how to pin someone.
Rose was on the ground for like 40 seconds straight.
Yeah.
He was fucking molesting that cat, dude.
Yeah. He was stretching
that's
out
what he was
Carmilla's
trying to
holes
show.
and shit.
Right.
Right. He was trying to teach her. She just wasn't listening.
Let me pin this cat and sniff its asshole for a while.
Yeah. I put that loss on Genzo.
Yeah.
You know?
I could see it, yeah.
But after the match, Genzo and DVG are proud of Carmilla, even though she lost. It's kind of cute. And we get hype for the main event. And that's the end of the episode. I gave this episode a WrestleMania pre-show out of WWE.
All right.
Because it didn't really matter all that much, because you knew it was going to come down to the main event.
Yeah. I still liked it, though. I still like watching it.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I mean, any episode that has Celeste XXL in it, like,
Boom.
that's jerk off material.
Yeesh.
Yikes.
Episode 12. We get a quick recap of the first few matches and see the furry neighbor family get back together. Aw.
There's the moment where the mom goes, I guess I'll stay with my family after all. And you're like, what?
Dude?
Yeah.
She had to watch her husband fight in order to realize that she loves him. I'm like, this bitch is fucking...
This hoe.
What is wrong with
Hoes
this
ain't
hoe?
loyal.
Yeah, dude. Like, you married this man,
Trifling
had
asshole.
children with him, and you're still like, I don't know. And then you watch him fight, you're like, oh, yeah, I forgot. He'll beat the shit out of me. I did it. I did
He's
it.
gonna show up with a 12er and a white tank top.
Yup.
It's all over.
I hope Daddy
all
doesn't
comes
drink
back
no
to
Bud Light.
Demon Slayer,
It really
you know?
does, yep.
She's like, oh yeah, like that one Spider Dad. Yeah, he's gonna give me the old Stone Cold if I don't make
Okay, I
this
just
work.
now caught the reference. God damn it, I'm dumb.
Reaching back deep cuts.
Yeah.
DVG is confident Genzo will beat Mao. Here it is, folks. The main event.
They show up. Get to see Genzo in his full suit.
Yeah, he puts
hold
the
on.
mask back
This
on.
isn't Genzo. This is Animal Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? They're different
Well,
people.
this is what
Yeah.
this is what I'm leading to though. Like, you know, Genzo is in peak fighting form when he's wearing his full fursuit. Like, he's in final persona form, Animal Mask.
Honestly, I'm surprised he doesn't have a boner the whole time.
And I just got a question for you guys. Is there a character that could even possibly even touch Genzo, let alone defeat him? I'm not talking about dog collar Genzo. I'm not talking about baby face dog collar Genzo either. I'm talking about fur lusted Rosebloom / awoken squared circle form empowered with don't call me beast killer technique after mastering the sacred art of my dog just got stolen jutsu. I'm talking about Genzo with his mask buckled to his dog collar and all four paws of his ultimate fursona, the great Animal Mask.
What just happened?
He just changed some words in a copy pasta. Don't
That was
acknowledge it.
beautiful.
Holy shit!
Oh.
I had to cover my mouth because I didn't want you to hear me laughing and fuck you up.
Yeah, dude. I had to
Oh,
like
that was
stop. I was
good.
like, I turned into an anime character for a minute.
Yeah,
He's still going.
that one hurt my lungs. That was amazing.
They just kept going, dude.
Yeah, but Kyle, Madara Uchiha could definitely be Genzo.
Hold on. Did Madara Uchiha tell him that he was a demon beast killer? Because I don't know.
Yeah,
You
if I
don't
think
know.
Madara
And
Uchiha
then
said
Kyle
that.
post the copy
Yeah, I did.
pasta.
No, I know.
When I was late for getting here, that's what I was writing. I was like, oh fuck, what I gotta.
Nice. Mao versus Animal Mask. Main event. The hype is real. But the crowd has fallen asleep as the wrestlers are just standing around.
They're just doing nothing but talking.
To be fair, he's used to Mao just going in right away, and he just doesn't.
Yeah. Animal Mask starts off and puts Mao in a sleeper hold. Mao reverses into a hammerlock. Animal Mask into a headlock. Mao breaks out and they lock up. Chest slap, tiger suplex, elbow drop, pile driver, ankle lock. They're laughing now. They seem to be talking a lot. Drop kick, rolling knee drop, torture rack, high angle Boston crab, moonsault, stalling suplex, some kind of motorcycle stretch. Animal Mask is down. Mao is spooked by Hiroyuki. Mao has a flashback about finding animals in a zoo to get over his fear of dogs. How can I see this? I'm just that good of a commentator.
Dude, it's not that he fucking went into a place that it was a petting zoo and it scared him. So to retaliate, he goes into the part of the zoo that has the giant tigers and bears and lions and shit, and he just fucking beats the shit out of them.
That was hilarious, dude.
I did it.
It's
Like,
fucked up. If I saw
good.
that, I'd be like, this guy needs to be shot.
he got scared of a
immediately.
bunny rabbit, so he beat the shit out of all like the fucking apex predators. Like, it's crazy.
Mao's the reason Harambe died.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Fuck. Dick's out for Harambe.
Yo.
Johanna and Rose lure Hiroyuki away. Mao delivers a drop kick to the ref. He's down. Anything can happen. Animal Mask is on the run after Rose and Johanna. Team PTSD is now running as well. They're fucking scared of him for good reason.
Yeah, you don't fuck with his dog, fucking Hiroyuki. He'll actually kill you.
Animal Mask retrieves Hiroyuki and gives him to Jeeg the ant. He's got a name, folks, after 12 episodes.
Name.
Yeah,
And I don't even fucking get it.
I wanted to spoil it last time because I had actually watched all the episodes at the time. It was really hard not to spoil that.
The ref is up, and the count starts. Mao and Animal Mask clash on the outside, and I can't believe it, folks. A riot's broken out among the crowd. The tension has boiled over. It's madness, chaos. The ref is at 19. Animal Mask and Mao make it back into the ring in time. Lariato. Mao sets up for the Cannonball 450. Animal Mask is up right after he hits it. It's pretty fucked up. I think that was his finisher. Animal Mask leads off with a Meteora and Mao into a leaping German suplex into a bridge. 1, 2, 3. It's over. The crowd is stunned. They erupt. Fireworks. I can hardly believe it. What a match. It was all right.
There was a moment where I seriously thought it was going to be Mao because, like, what was the point of, like, okay, I know what the point is, but, like, you get him to go there and, like, you have this whole character arc of him, like, wanting to win. And I kind of wanted him to win more than I wanted Animal Mask to win because Animal Mask had, like, less motivation. So, like, you're going to this, you're like, man, I really want to see fucking Mao get his win.
Right. And Nao's been, like, training so fucking hard this whole time. Just
that
beating
taunt
up entire
spam?
tribes of monkey people and the taunt spam and everything. And Animal Mask has just been fucking jerking off the dogs this whole time.
All right. So, this is a typical wrestling thing that happens.
I understand it's scripted.
It's called long-term booking. Mao loses now, and then you give up hope. You're like, oh man, Mao's never gonna beat him. And then like next year, right? Mao comes back, and you're like, it's the same match. You're like, Mao's gonna lose again. You know, like there's no way he can beat him. Animal Mask has his fucking number, and then Mao fucking wins, and you're like, holy shit, I can't believe Mao won. I'm so excited. I'm crying. I'm puking. I'm shitting. I'm peeing. I'm coming. All of it at the same time.
It's just
yeah,
all my
dude.
fluids are coming out at the same time.
Okay, hold on. That would be really impressive if it's all at the same time.
It's my dream. It's on my bucket list.
So this fucking happened to me
Yeah?
because this story is Tetsuya Naito versus Kazuchika Okada. All right,
You're
they've wrestled
literally
each other
making
for the
shit up.
last 3 Wrestle Kingdoms, and Okada beat him every fucking time.
Okay.
And then at the last one, Naito was like, "This is it, dude. I'm a fucking win. I'm done with this shit." And he fucking won, and I lost my shit at like 4 a.m. because that's how Japanese wrestling works. And that's why the Paprika episode was rough. It all comes back. You tie it all
Tie
together.
it all together, dude. Fucking God, you're just a master craftsman of fucking words, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking word smith. And then we get this really cool moment where you see the stadium and there's like writing on the screen that says one man uses a move, one man takes a hit. That's how pro wrestling begins. That shit moved me, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't know if that's like I have to
I have
look
no
it
idea.
up.
That
I
came
was
out of
going to
nowhere?
before we started this.
It came out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
it was really beautiful. It was like very poignant. I was like, what is this? What does this mean? But it was real.
I feel like it
feel
means
that.
exactly what it says.
No, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful way to put how pro wrestling works. Genzo gets that mun. DVG tells Johanna and Rose that she'll watch Genzo, which was pretty fucking creepy. I didn't like that. Shigure gets debt instead of money
Yup.
because of how much damage was done to the venue and how much Carmella and DVG consumed. At the celebration, she gets hit with another bill, but then realizes friendship and the end of racism is more important than the debt she's incurred.
The first guy that told her she owed money, fucking, he's a straight dick, dude. He's like, and this is all you get. And he reaches in the bag of shining gold, and then he's like, it's another bill. And you're like, man, why you gotta do that? Yo? Like,
You know, he like put it there, and then he's like, I'm fucking put this bill in the gold.
yeah, I'm like, oh, she's
Yeah.
gonna get like
Right.
4 gold pieces, you know, and be happy that she got something. And then he's like, nah. You actually owe me
bills.
money now.
Honestly, is Heat Haze just funding their entire existence? At this
Pretty
point?
much, dude.
Probably. But Shigure still sells Genzo's trophy for money because it's made out of mithril. Mithril?
Mitro.
Yeah, that's pretty lucky, honestly. Most trophies are made out of plastic.
Mao leaves and vows to train harder to have another match, but is still afraid of dog-looking demons. Genzo is then approached by the guild leader to go after a Minotaur, and that's the end of the episode and the show, probably.
Yeah, do you guys see it coming back for a second season?
No, there's no way.
Probably not.
I don't think so either. Which I'm
Like,
actually
despite it
okay
being-
with.
Okay, so I heard that it was getting a dub.
It already has a dub. I watched it dubbed.
It might
Did
get
you
an
really?
OVA, but I doubt it's gonna get a full another season.
I watched the whole thing
Nice.
dubbed, and it was actually really fucking good.
God, I want to watch it dubbed. I watch it subbed.
I would say watch it dubbed. Like, it's so short. Like, you might as well. It's really good.
Yeah.
That's where I laughed the most, I think, because that's when he was like.
You guys
beating
remember in
nerd.
episode 1 where we said never dubbed?
Yeah,
I remember
you know, I'll do whatever the fuck I want, even to myself. You know, like if I
Hmm.
tell myself I'll do something, I'll tell myself to fuck
Okay,
off.
Tyler.
Yeah, you are Tyler.
I'll do whatever I want, bro.
God, we need to bring Tyler in
gave
just
this
so we can see how
episode-
bad he is.
Yeah.
I gave this episode a WrestleMania out of Royal Rumble because I do it the fuck.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah, so that is all of it, and I have a couple of fun little facts.
Okay,
right.
hit me with them.
So I went back through all the episodes, and I tried to get all of the names of the weapons that Shigure steals from Heat Haze.
Okay,
She steals like 6 or 7 items from him, but only 4 of them get a name.
okay.
The Dine's Leaf, which is, I think, Irish weapon. Durandal.
Nice. Fucking idiot.
Which I don't know. I don't know where that's from. Gaebolg, which is another Irish weapon. And then Muramasa, which is a Japanese weapon.
You need to put some stink on all these fucking words, dude. What are you doing?
I don't want to.
Muramasa.
I don't want to.
Are you Japanese or Mexican?
I don't know. On that one, I don't know.
Muramasa.
Muramasa.
I don't appreciate that you say put some stink on it. Like that's really kind of not right.
I also went back and counted how many German suplexes were given, and there was my numbers might be a little bit off here, but there was roughly 12,695.
That sounds about right.
German
that sounds right.
suplexes?
Yeah.
That seems about right. I
It's
feel
really
like it was literally 2 per second.
Did you count how many
It's-
pussy lumps were shown?
It's so the German suplexes were 12. The pussy lumps were about 8,232. But I think it was actually like 7 or 8.
Yeah. And there was like 8, like over half of them were the princess. We just kept seeing.
Yeah.
And then it turned into her fetish.
Yeah, good lump.
Roughly 7,482 lariats.
Okay.
It was really 7. 231 rose blooms.
Yeah, that's way too many.
There's actually
Yeah, and that was still too many.
I rose bloomed.
Uh-oh.
Add to the count.
and 1,224 times I beat off.
Nice. It was
Those just some facts.
Yeah, I like
you
it.
know?
I like it.
It's just
Yeah,
normal
good
stuff.
numbers.
all right. So we all gave this a dope, right? Like the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
thing is a
yeah.
series.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So this achieved
gave it a dope.
the dopest
Especially
dope.
Dope
Yeah.
is dope, guys. I think
Yes.
this is the first thing we all agreed that we
No,
liked.
no.
I mean-
we did some movies.
Besides movies.
Okay.
especially since it's
no
only
one-
12
no one disagreed
episodes.
on
Like you have no
Dr.
reason
Stone.
not to watch this.
I think, right?
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
Dr.
think
Stone
anyone
got the
disagreed.
dopest dope.
This is the first thing.
As a whole, it got
the first thing.
as an entire series, it got dopest dope. But the last like 2 episodes, I think I gave a choke.
Yeah.
Or the
Well,
2
I gave a choke on
podcast
the
episodes.
first episode of this.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, he said, I don't
I
like
don't
it.
like it. Why are we cross podcasting right now, Harris?
I don't know.
I like it.
I do have some superlatives.
Some what? Hold on. You got to remember, dude. I'm from the fucking, the west side of
Superlatives?
America.
Are
I don't know what
Are
this
they
shit
German
means.
superlatives?
They could be. I got 5 of them. So let's talk
Okay,
about
okay.
them as a
Oh
series.
my god.
So, baddest bitch.
Ooh.
Celis.
The princess.
Oh yeah, she was so innocent, you know.
And then she
you
likes
know
it.
she's the most disgusting one.
Celis probably has a cloaca.
Oh my
Come
god,
on.
we're not going for that.
Yeah, I don't like furry shit, my guy.
I really like. Okay, for me, it was super easy that it was Carmilla. You know, like that's me.
Yeah, she do got those cans though.
Oh, look at me. I'm the normie. Fuck off.
and also she gets sloppy drunk with me, which is what I like.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, we're going with that.
No, I'm sticking with the princess though. I'm all about that. I'm a kitty. No, you're not. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And then she just
Yeah.
turns into a fucking
Yeah.
demon.
Yeah, and then
I'm down, bro.
wait,
Wait, I'm confused. Who
wait,
you're
which
down
one?
for.
Are you talking about the
The
lolly or the
princess.
princess?
The princess, yeah.
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 Wait, so Kyle, did you change to Carmilla, or are you still on the
Oh
princess?
god, this is tough.
Kyle, think about it though, dude. You meet her, right? And
Princess.
she's like, yeah, you know, I went. Yeah, thank you. I didn't even have to convince him that hard.
Good old Peabody.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Peabody all day.
All right. Next one, most uncomfortable moment.
The first rose bloom still.
Rose Bloom number
Yeah,
one.
that
No.
one-
Or no, wait.
Dog
the
asshole
dog
sniff.
ass sniffing.
Thank you,
yeah.
Jason. Yeah, that was.
Wait,
I felt.
how about the
I
kid-
shifted in my chair.
How about the dad saying, "You're 10 years too young to give a man that look"?
Yeah, that one's.
I mean, that's also not right, but the dude had his nose straight up on the dog's
Yeah.
asshole.
And I was confused if he was just suplexing it or if he was sniffing it, and then you literally see the nostrils flare to indicate that he is taking in a deep whiff. And I
And it's
don't
also
like
like
it.
a minute and a half long scene
Yeah.
of him just sniffing raw dog ass.
Yep. I don't like that.
y'all seem pretty sold on that one. For me, it was probably the dad saying that thing to his daughter. I did not like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
I'm
things
still
to
going
not
with-
like.
the dad daughter.
Yeah.
It's a 2-2
I
split.
could go either way.
He fucked.
That's fucking. Yeah.
Okay, dad daughter. Here
All
it is.
right, dad daughter.
Yeah, that's fair.
I could go down with that.
I mean, yeah.
Look. All right. Best joke or gag?
Okay, all right. I'm 100% voting for they're looking for one masked man.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
That's a good one.
That's. Don't even come at me with something else. That shit made me laugh so goddamn hard.
Yep.
It was
It's
so
It's the only
stupid.
thing that I had to like tell someone else. Like I was like just talking. And I was like, this is all right. And then like that happened. And I was like, oh my god, this fucking show. This happened. And they're just like,
Yeah.
They're like, you're dumb. I'm like, no. You
There's
don't
no
get
way they'll be looking for two people with masks on.
Look, like I told Cody the other day, like really stupid shit gets me, and that got me.
It was a good one.
That's why you're my friend.
What?
All right. Yeah, that was a good one. Best move or match?
I honestly.
If we're going moves, the first fucking German suplex on the princess, because I just wasn't expecting it, you know.
I really like the first fight with the Orc King.
The handshake and drop kick that just showed that Genzo was fucking bad guy. Yeah.
The pull in drop kick was pretty fucking legit.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
I'm not clipping him.
Do
Sorry.
What are you doing?
you,
I just have it in my hand. Sorry.
Stop it.
I didn't think you could hear it.
you,
Yeah, I can hear everything.
so are we saying the whole orc fight, the drop kick, or
No, just specifically the handshake and the drop kick, because that shit was dirty.
It was dirty.
It was also animated really
Yeah,
well.
the animation for that was just unnecessarily good.
For some reason, they were like, "Hey, let's just use some of our budget for this scene."
We just want him to show this fucking orc getting kicked in the face.
all right, last one. Best character design.
Ooh, that's
Honestly,
a
they're
good
all
one.
dumb.
Yeah, they're not great.
Like visually, this is one of the like least impressive animes.
Mm-hmm.
Best character design.
yeah, that's a-
Jesus,
I didn't even think about this.
That's a tough one, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe-
like the protagonist Genzo just looks like dump without his mask on.
Yeah. So maybe Genzo, maybe Animal Mask when he even with the cape though. I need the cape
Yeah.
too. That's probably the best.
I mean, he just looks like Josh that's worked out for fucking 6 years.
I know that's why I'm saying with the mask and the cape.
No, the best character design was Hiroyuki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put a
yup,
butthole.
I'm giving you that one.
They put a butthole on him. Like, come on.
God damn it.
He's
We had
a-
to go there.
he's a cute-
Couldn't just say he was the cutest little puppy of all time.
He's a
We had to
cute boy.
talk about his
Little
asshole.
cute boy with his little butt.
That's what this show is.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. He is a cute boy with an asshole.
Or,
so
or it could be
there's
figure
that.
4 form guy with his beard.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
guild leader.
Specifically the figure 4 beard.
Yeah, but when he was the ref in the main event, his beard was normal, and I was
That would
sad.
be
Yeah.
good.
I was like, "Damn, dude, what?" All right, I put Hiroyuki. That's all I really had. And the last note that I had was that I read that this is the same author as Konosuba.
Great.
Konosuba's great, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know if we would watch it. It might be a little too ecchi for us.
I
Cody.
haven't watched it, but all I know is
We said
that
we're watching every anime.
Yeah.
The waifu discussions around Konosuba are pretty intense, even though it's like pretty much unanimous that it's.
Oh, I wasn't
I
thinking
understand.
Konosuba. What's the one where the chicks fucking like bump their asses together?
Oh, Kaijo.
That's what
Yeah,
I
that's
thought. That's what I
Kaijo.
thought you said. That's what I thought you meant. I'm like, oh god, ew. But no, Konosuba looks okay.
Konosuba's pretty good, actually. It's also written by a female.
All right.
All right, that is all
No,
that I have.
that's all that you have, but we're not done yet.
That's what I just said. It's
Yeah,
all
I
have,
know.
not
I thought
we
you were
have.
gonna say we. Okay.
But then
No.
what?
No,
All right, now.
but then what?
But then what? So normally we do this off air, but we're just gonna extend it and do it on air to extend these podcasts as long as possible so people get mad. So let's keep going.
Yeah. Let's keep it going.
I asked everybody to pick 2 animes that they thought we could start next, and then we can talk about what it is, what it's about, and what we all decide as a group. So did anybody else do this besides me and Cluse?
You literally... What?
Jason did.
Yeah, I did.
I know, I wanted you to say it on air. Say it.
Okay.
Tell the people you did it.
My choices are 1, Kemono Friends, because I feel like we should keep this furry train going.
No.
Well, explain what it is.
Okay, so Kemono Friends is a very bad CGI show that's obviously targeted towards kids, teaching them about animals, except all the animals in the show are animal girls. But then it gets like really dark really fast, and it turns out to be pretty good. I've actually watched all of this before. It's a pretty solid show. I did not ever watch season 2. But
I don't like
this
that.
got a lot of praise. This got a lot of praise when it was airing. And then my second choice is going to be Medaka Box, which the first like 3 or 4 episodes is basically just straight up slice of life. But then for some reason it just turns into Dragon Ball Z in a high school. I don't really get it, but it's fantastic.
Medaka Box. I don't like the Kemono Friends that they're all lollies. I don't like watching shit with little girls.
Hold on. The Owl Girls would fucking get it.
Listen, they all look like little kids. I'm not into it. I can't. Like, if we all pick it,
They
I'm gonna
have
watch
some-
it, but I'm gonna.
They have some fat saggers.
Dude, they look. Oh my god, I hate you.
My God.
Okay. All right. I'll throw out my 2. Actually, I'll read Cluse's.
No, but for real, if we're picking one of my 2, it should be Medaka Box. That show's actually good.
All right, I'm only doing 2. I told Cluse. Well, actually, I don't even know if I told him 2. I thought I wrote 2 earlier. Yeah, I wrote 2 up here. He gave us 4. It's because it's Cluse.
And they're also all shows that he hasn't watched.
Yeah. So the one I'm only gonna pick 2 of them. The one is No Gun Life, which is it's the fucking anime with the dude that has a gun for a head. You know what I'm talking about or no?
I think I've seen a trailer for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have. I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so that's his first one. I can read a synopsis if you want, but I don't know. It looks
We don't
neat.
need
It's
it.
like a crime-fighting fucking dude that has a gun for a head. That's what it is. He's like a cop or some shit. So that's his first one, and then for a second one, I guess I'll pick Fire Force. We were gonna do Fire Force, and then just never did it. That one was
Right.
pretty hyped.
Because that show like never ended.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably done now, but
Oh yeah, it's definitely done now, but it's a 24 episoder.
it felt like we tried to do that for like 4 series straight, and it just wasn't done. That's the one we were gonna do first.
Well, that's the
like,
one we were gonna
before
do
Demon
second.
Slayer.
We were gonna do it second, and then we were like, "Oh fuck, it's only on like episode 10," and that's when we were trying to have them finish before we did it, which is kind of dumb now that I think about it, but whatever.
Oh yeah, yo, scratch Kemono, friends. Let's put katana guitars.
No.
Damn it! Fuck off.
So Fire Force would be cool, and then my two. The first one I wanted to throw out there is one that's ongoing right now. I think it's on episode 5. So I shot
So
this
we'd have to
question
wait a
out there
bit.
before, is where we would like just do like 4 or 5 episodes, you know, and then wait until another 4 or 5 come out, and then during that time just do a different anime, just so we can like keep up, you know, with relevant shit. I think it'd be kind of cool, and it doesn't. I think it doesn't matter. Like nobody really gives a shit what we talk about, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And at least then we can watch
here
shit
for
that we
us.
want to watch that's new, you know? Like the hype shit. So this is the first one. It's called Infinite Dendrogram.
Oh yeah, you were talking about this the other night.
Yeah. Here, I'll post a thingy about it. It's all on Hulu. I think it's premiering on Hulu, but it's also on Funimation. It's like the dumb shit for Sword Art. It's like a VR MMO game type thing, right? So it's an isekai where they all go in it. But it's different because they're not like trapped in, you know how every fucking video game anime, we're trapped in it. If we die here, we die in real life.
Okay.
It's not
so
how
it's
it
like
is.
the good season of Digimon where they're going back and forth.
Exactly. But the cool thing is in this, when the NPCs get killed, they're gone forever. And so this guy,
Wait, hold on,
like, and they act like real people, you know?
Yeah.
So this dude, like...
Can we blame Digimon for the rise of Isekai? Because if so, I hate Digimon.
I mean, don't...
Listen!
You can't say you hate Digimon, though, dude. Digimon's great.
Listen to me now. Everyone stop.
Okay.
Digimon is fucking great, and I won't listen to any shit
Digimon,
talk about it.
Digimon,
We brought Isekai
Digimon
for
are
you.
the champions.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude really likes the NPCs. If they die, they're gone forever. So he's trying to stop people from just murdering these NPCs. And then a war is coming. So I don't know. I heard somebody review it, and it looks like it has good animation. And they said the story was pretty fucking great. So
Hell
that
yeah.
could be a cool one. And that would be one episode. So if we started watching that, we'd watch it for one podcast, and then we'd do something else. So we could pick 2.
Yeah.
And then the second thing I wanted to throw out there is actually a user requested one. I don't know the guy's name right now because, again, I am unprepared.
Summer Wars.
Wow.
But, yeah, he threw up Summer Wars. It says a young math genius solves a complex equation and inadvertently puts a virtual world's artificial intelligence in a position to destroy Earth.
What?
Nice.
Yeah,
Ultron.
it sounds fucking awesome.
Oh, also there's dope ass art. Like, I don't.
Yeah, dude, like, here's a screenshot for it. Fuck, I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to like. I was trying to do the one where it's split between the two, like that and.
That looks like the art from the Digimon
Right?
movie.
Right,
It
it
actually
looks
does.
really cool. So Summer Wars,
I'm
I think,
in.
would be a good fucking pick too.
Yeah.
It looks like Digimon. Let's just watch Digimon.
Let's just watch fucking Digimon, dude.
Please no. I did that semi
or
recently.
at least the Digimon movie.
Yeah.
You know?
That might be good.
Yeah, so those are the ones we're gonna pick from. Or unless you guys have any you really want to throw in there.
You,
I have-
You
I-
literally
I
did
totally
not ask
didn't
Kyle.
have them, but while doing this, I came up with them. I still haven't watched Mob Psycho. I know it's amazing. I want to fucking watch it, and that's a good
yeah,
reason.
I do too. That'd be
Yeah, season
Yeah,
one's pretty
season
good.
2's out
I
too.
haven't finished season 2. I haven't finished season 2, but season 2 pissed me off halfway through, so I stopped watching it.
Yeah, I didn't watch that either. I'm not gonna watch the
really
first
watch
season.
Mob Psycho. And then I saw this, and it has a really stupid. I just kind of really am intrigued because the description, like someone was like talking about it, and they were like, yeah, it's like really dramatic, and like there's a lot of like what's the word, tension like built in with like how they do everything, and it's kind of like Death Note, but it's like the whole actual plot seems like just it's a game to get the other person to profess their love. And I'm just imagining like Death Note, but like they're just like, I'm not gonna say it.
Love me.
I'm not gonna say it.
Are you talking about Kiss Note? Because Kiss Note
No,
was
this is called
awful.
Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Okay.
They are too proud to
By the way, there
confess
is
their
a show
love.
called Kiss Note, and I completely forgot that it existed until just now.
It says, although they like each other, they are too proud to confess their love, as they believe whoever does so first would lose. The story follows their schemes to make one other confess. What the fuck?
Kind of a dope idea.
I'm not against.
Yeah, I'm not against it either. But I think Mob Psycho would be funner to
Yeah.
watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anyone voting, please remember that Kyle suggested
Yeah.
Baki.
That's true. Kyle did suggest Baki.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even let you have a fucking say in this now that I think about it.
Oh,
but
Baki
then-
was good.
But then Mob Psycho.
To be fair,
Yeah.
honestly, Baki was the most enjoyable thing that I've watched for this podcast up until Kemono Michi.
Okay, so here's my idea. I really want to watch that Infinite Dendrogram, right? So I feel since that would just be one podcast episode, we do that first.
Yeah.
And then we as a group, I'm going to pull my fuck you guys card and say we're watching Infinite Dendrogram, okay? That's just
Yeah,
what's
you
going to
already
happen.
That's
You just said
fine.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say I'm pulling a fuck you
and then
card.
we'll watch Infinite
so I can
Dendrogram.
stroke. And then we're going to watch Infinite Dendrogram, okay, guys?
Okay.
Guys, okay, listen, here's my idea. I just
right.
thought
How
of
many
this.
times am I watching Infinite Dendrogram?
We're going to do 3 podcasts, okay?
Infinite Dendrogram.
And on each one, we're watching 1 through 5 of Infinite Dendrogram. So what?
Just have 3 different hosts.
So do you guys want to do a movie after that, or do you guys want to start a new series?
I mean, we
I
just
feel
listed a
like
bunch
we
of
should
series, so we
actually
should
watch
probably just do a
Medaka
series.
Box.
Okay.
How do I?
Do you want to?
Do I get to post two?
If you have to, yes.
Yeah.
I have two.
Okay, throw them at.
Wrestling doesn't count.
So the first one, no, I did Kimono Michi.
That's
all right?
true. He
So
picked the best
I should
one.
have some weight behind what I do. This one looks like if Motherfuckers was actually
Oh,
good.
Gangsta.
It's called
I heard
Gangsta.
Gangsta was good, dude. It looks dope as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it revolves around 2 handymen who take jobs for the mob and the police force that no one else can handle. And it's in a town that is full of mafia, hoodlums, prostitutes, and dirty cops.
Nice, dude.
Yo, we should watch that show where like a group of guys owes the mob a bunch of debt and they make them like do transsexual stuff and become an idol group.
What?
There's a show where they make the dudes turn into girls and become an idol group.
Okay.
I don't want that.
What's your second one, Harris?
Pussy.
And then my other one is Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious.
That show's really
That sounds
good,
amazing.
actually.
That
Yeah, that's
I have actually finished it. This one's really good. I recommended it to people in the main chat a few
I'm
weeks
throwing
back.
away all my other votes and putting it straight to that.
okay. That's what I wanted. I wanted somebody to go, okay, never mind. That sounds good. I think Cautious Hero would be super fucking dope too, because I've heard nothing but good things.
It came out around the same time as Kemono Michi, and I watched the first episode of this one and Kemono Michi, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna recommend both of these for the fucking podcast. And then if I recommend them and no one does them, then I'm watching.
I'm
them
just
on my own.
imagining like
So-
an over like if Monk like from the show had the power of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I seen one scene, and the dude was like throwing a fireball at this level 1 thing, and the goddess chick is like, it's dead, and he does it like 12 more times. She's like, no, listen,
Yeah.
it's dead, and he just keeps doing it. He's like, I'm making
He
sure.
uses like all his mana on one fucking slime level 1, and he's like level 20 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this.
It's good.
Okay, so here's my idea. We do Infinite Dendrogram.
No, listen. I don't even give a fuck. All right. We'll next Sunday. All right. We'll meet up and then we'll talk about whatever you're telling us to talk about.
Hold on. I just let me finish. After we do that, we're gonna watch all of Cautious Hero, and then we're gonna do the user requested one, our listener requested one.
Okay.
And then we'll watch Summer Wars, and then we'll do this again at Summer Wars. How does that sound?
Sounds good. And throw in some Mob
Sound like a
Psycho.
plan? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could just keep Mob Psycho and just throw it up next time,
Yeah.
because I'll definitely be voting for that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's the plan.
Meeting
that's
adjourned.
the plan, Stan.
Meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned. Let me
what-
get my gavel. There we go.
So what am I watching for next?
The first 5
Infinite
episodes of
Dendrogram.
Infinite Dendrogram. And
How do you
I will
not
do the
pay
hosting for
attention?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're hosting.
Yeah, I'll host for that.
Okay.
Sick.
Don't choke.
Don't choke.
I
You got a heavy
Yeah,
burden
right?
on you now, bro.
I know. That's why hosting. That's why I'm only picking the one that I have to do every like 5 weeks, because I have to do this and then I have to do Pop Culture Overdose. It's a lot. Okay. I'll be fine.
Hosting takes a lot.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I know.
Shit's easy.
Can we end this? I really need to break the
same.
seal.
Break the seal. Okay, that
Shout
means
out
piss,
to
everybody.
Piss.
He's got a pee-pee.
Shout out Piss.
Shout out German
Shout out
suplexes.
that-
Shout out
Shout out-
Infinite Dendrogram that we're watching.
Princess
Shout out that copy
panties.
pasta.
Shout out lumps, just in general.
Shout out holes and testing the
Right.
limits of them.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out foreskin.
Shout out Hiroyuki.
Yeah.
Shout out dads talking to their daughters about
Yeah.
gross
No,
shit.
let's not. No,
And-
I'm ending it. Fuck
Wait,
you.
and shout out to people listening. Love you guys.
Yeah.
Shoot that shit right on your girl's face. She wanna taste the spirit.